Cancer. So let's go ahead and start your reading for the next 30 days. Excuse me. Happy birthday if today is your birthday. Let's see what is coming up for Cancer in the next 30 days for the sign of Cancer. Next 30 days, the sign of Cancer. Okay. Hold on. What's coming up the next 30 days for the sign of Cancer? Ooh. I have a fan on. First card, Queen of Cups. Okay. Cancer. What's coming up for Cancer in the next 30 days? The Hierophant. Four of Wands. Damn, Cancer. You're getting married? What's coming up for Cancer the next 30 days? What's coming up for Cancer? Seven of Pentacles. What's coming up for Cancer? I mean, if you are getting married, congratulations. What's coming up for Cancer? Two of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. One more. What's coming up for Cancer? And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Ten of Swords. Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. Okay, Cancer. Damn. Well, that was unexpected. We were doing so well. So, if anything, there may be an ending to a commitment. The fact that we've got, yeah, I think you may be making a choice. But see, the choice isn't so much showing up here, although the Two of Pentacles could indicate a choice. I think to me, the choice was already made. And now you're carrying it out, or your partner is carrying it out, whoever this applies to, because this doesn't always have to be you. This could be picking up on people around you, right? But yeah, this is definitely an intense change. Overall, I think it's something that maybe you've put in a lot of work and effort into, and you kind of feel like you're just, you know, it's time. You've already put in you've already given it a lot of opportunities. Could be with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but you are a water sign yourself, so this could just be you. Could be with a Taurus. Could be with another earth sign. We have a lot of Pentacles here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I think a lot of it is you just wanting independence, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then the 7 and the 2 make the 9 of Pentacles. Like, you just want to be independent for now. And then we do have the 10 of Pentacles present with the 7, 2, and the Knight. But overall, I think that you're just like trying to examine what it is that you truly want out of commitment. So whatever it is that you ended, you feel like it was just time. We'll clarify so that we get a little bit more details on what made you walk away. So let's go ahead and clarify that. Let's clarify 10 of Swords for Cancer. Clarify the 10 of Swords for Cancer. We've got the Ace of Cups. Clarify the 10 of Swords for Cancer. The Temperance card. Seven of Swords, woof, and the Tower. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Star card. So, wow, this could be a couple of things. It is a general reading, so it's going to apply differently depending on what your situation is. I feel as if for some of you, you may have found that your partner was not being honest. I wouldn't, maybe, I mean, there is the possibility. I don't want to, you know, throw other people under the bus without it applying to them. For some of you, and you know if this applies to you, if it doesn't, Don't create a problem out of it. But for some of you, I think that you may have discovered that your partner had somebody else, or yeah, like I think some of you discovered, because we do have the Two of Cups at the Temperance and then the Third Cup here. So it's going to be different scenarios. For some of you, you discovered your partner was being deceptive, had another partner. For others, you're the one that has another partner, and you finally opened up, because with the Tower, it's like the deception is like blown apart, right? And I think that you're going into this period of healing. Yeah, you're just like I don't see you really being interested in anybody else right now, because you're just like, I'm just trying to process this. I feel like you might have been the person that walked away, Cancer. So the Queen of Cups could definitely represent you being in the energy of self-care, of trying to regroup, trying to rebalance, trying to find your center again with the Temperance card. Because I do think with the Nine of Wands and the Temperance card, you put a lot of effort into this. You tried. You really tried to make this work. And with the Star card, that's why she's naked, right? Because it's about awareness, vulnerability. You're completely sure I did everything I could, and I had nothing more to give. Let's clarify that Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups for Cancer. Ooh. Got the Two of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Cups for Cancer. Clarify Queen of Cups for Cancer. Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. With the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Interesting. Okay, so like I said, this story is going to apply differently to different people. Cancer, for some of you, I feel as if this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Pentacles, is you starting a new life. For some of you, you are the one that had somebody else, right? Because there's an ending and then there's a whole new connection here. So you might have found somebody that really gets you in your feelings, and could be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I see you making the decision. Two of Wands is, the first wand is the inspiration, the passion, the idea. And then there's the planning of how do I get from that idea into reality. I know for some, Two of Wands is making a decision, but to me, it's not so much that. It's about manifestation, planning. I don't think you're sharing these plans with a lot of people. Yeah, because here's two cards of secrecy. And I don't think it's that you're trying to be secretive. I think it's the fact that we have Five Pentacles here. I think there's a level of, I don't want to say insecurity. There's a level of, if I share my plans, I feel like things might go sideways, and then I'll end up looking like an idiot. So it's almost like you don't want to share things, not because you don't trust people, but because you want to make sure that things go well before you say anything. So with the Eight of Wands here, this could include travel for sure. For some of you, you might be traveling. Now, for those of you where you're like, well, I don't have another love interest, so I know this doesn't apply to me. This could be a job offer, right? Ace of Pentacles could definitely be a job offer. And this could just be you going to a new company that has like really good benefits, and you just feel really good and really happy with that. That might have been why you ended. This could be you ending employment with a whole other company. It doesn't necessarily have to be a connection. It's just easier to interpret that way because we did have the divorce certificate on the Ten of Swords. But you might be traveling, maybe to another state, maybe to another country, but there's definitely travel implied. However, we do have Ten of Wands. So there's something about this travel that you feel like you have to keep to yourself. It feels a little heavy. Maybe there's a lot of responsibility attached to this position. Whatever it is, it feels like you have to keep your counsel to yourself before you can share what's happening with everyone else. Now, for those of you where this is a job, right? This could be with a company that is very well known. And I mean, Hierophant type company is like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, IBM. You know, these are powerful companies. That's the type of company that Hierophant represents. For those of you where this is not a job situation and it's a romantic situation, this is definitely commitment. So let's see. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant for Cancer. We've got the Three of Pentacles. I think for a lot of you, it is work related, or it's very earthy. There's a lot of Pentacles coming out. Wow. The Death card. Holy shit. One more for the Hierophant. One more for the Hierophant. Or two more. See? That Ten of Wands came out with the Lovers. Interesting. And the Hierophant again. Okay, so the Hierophant makes two appearances. With the Chariot, which is your energy. Okay, Cancer. So I definitely think that if you're not in a love connection and this is completely professional, then if you wanted this job with this big ass company, you're going to get it for sure. For sure. The company shows up twice in the reading. For those of you where this is a love connection and you want commitment from whoever it is that you have your eye on, you're going to get it. Like, I will say it will take dedication, a lot of focus on your part, like being very straightforward, being very almost blunt. Wow. For sure. Commitment. It keeps coming up in different ways. So let's see here. With the Three of Pentacles, let's interpret it the work situation first, because not everybody's going to resonate with the love part of it. So let's say that this is a work situation. With the Three of Pentacles, this is very much something long lasting. This is like they're building a cathedral here. So this connects to the part of us that wants to build something that lasts a really long time. Like if you think about cathedrals, most of them have been there for hundreds, thousands of years. So this is, well, I don't know about thousands, but hundreds for sure. Decades and decades. So this is about building something that lasts a really long time, which is why it resonates with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the person in the cathedral. You see the connection? So with the Death card, I think that there might have been some transformation here. Maybe you had to really, really leave behind your life in some way. So when I say that, I mean like maybe, I'm trying to think of an example. Maybe you used to be somebody who owned their own business and you had your own schedule, and that's going to have to change when you start working with this company. Like your schedule's going to change, your location's going to change, you're moving into a different apartment. Like your whole life is transformed through this connection. And for a little while, that might feel really heavy here with the Ten of Wands. It might feel like a lot, especially because Cancer, you are a creature of comfort. You want to be in your comfort zone. And so with this job changing your entire life, it is going to feel stressful. And it already came up twice. The Two of Wands with the Eight of Wands, and then the actual Ten of Wands came out. It is going to feel a little heavy. But ultimately, with the Lovers here, I feel like you're like, it's worth it. It's worth it because if this is a company, this is the company I've been searching for. This is the type of environment I've been searching for. This is the pay I've been searching for. This is everything I want. Now, the other side of that is the romantic aspect. So for those of you where this is a romance, where this is a love connection, there's already a strong foundation here. This is not somebody you just met. This is not somebody that you if you're a Cancer and you just went on a date with this, ow, hold on. Hey, stop, Sultan. My cat's trying to climb the chair and my ass at the same time. Sorry. So with the Three of Wands, this is not somebody that you just went on a first date with. This is somebody you've built at least 3 months of connection with. So if you don't have that, this may not be your story. Or at least you feel like maybe you guys have had very similar upbringings, you've been around the same locations, you feel like there's a strong foundation. That could be it too. Whatever it is, this connection is also going to change your life. It'll require moving, it'll require, I don't know what all it's going to require. Could be 10 different aspects of your life it's going to change. But with the Ten of Wands, there is that, you know, like, wow, this is a lot of responsibility. Maybe the connection itself, maybe you didn't plan to be in a long-term commitment this way. And so you're like, this is a lot of responsibility. Being in a connection like this is a lot of responsibility, but it's worth it. Because this person embodies everything you wanted in a partner. Which would be a good follow-up with the Four of Wands. So let's clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify Four of Wands for Cancer. Clarify Four of Wands. Oh, Cancer. Okay. One more. Woo. Word of warning, Cancer. Just because you guys know that I love good stories, but I also want to be realistic, right? That's my Taurus moon kicking in. I feel like you are, first of all, you're being very hush-hush about this, whatever it is. Because it's so great, it's almost like you're afraid it's going to disappear. And you're like, I don't want people to think I'm lying about this opportunity. Like maybe you had the opportunity to be, I don't know, a big hotshot at Amazon. And you're so fucking excited that you're like, I don't want to share this. Because what if it doesn't happen? And then I open my big mouth. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting with the High Priestess. You're kind of keeping it under wraps. Yeah, but look, it's damn. This also, I will say, this also represents spiritual counterparts. The Hierophant is the physical manifestation of the High Priestess's knowledge. So there's definite spiritual connection here. So the word of warning was coming from that Seven of Cups, because I feel like there are things that this plays out two different ways for me, regardless of whether it's business or whether it's romance. I think that there's a piece of you that's idealizing this a lot. And that doesn't have to be bad, right? Because that is a big part of how romances start. We naturally idealize our partner. Especially with the Six of Wands, we're putting them on a pedestal. And I think it's mutual because this is very mutual here. Just be aware of that, okay? Make sure that your feet are planted firmly on the ground. Which there are so many pentacles here, I actually don't even have to give that advice, to be honest. I think you're already doing that. But the other part of the Seven of Cups is the fact that I think you've been daydreaming about this a lot, which isn't bad. There was no warning attached to that. It just means you've been daydreaming of this a lot. It's like you're really proud of whatever this is. You're really proud of whatever, whether it's a business connection, whether it's a position, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is, you're really proud of being able to be with this person. Like you put them on such a pedestal that you're just like, yeah, this is my person, because who they are is such a perfect counterpart to you that you're like, it's like I made this, it's like I asked a wish list for this person. With the Knight of Wands, there's a lot of passion between you two. I will say though, these two make the Seven of Wands. And unfortunately, especially with a connection like this that's so powerful, not only on the spiritual plane, but on the physical plane, there may be people that are not happy about this connection. Because the Seven of Wands implies having to protect it, having to protect each other from, we'll see. It'll probably come out. This might have to touch on that. So we'll see. But overall, I think you two are in complete harmony. Other people may not be in harmony with that, but we'll see. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Clarify Seven of Pentacles for Cancer. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles with the King of Wands. Okay. So, Cancer. Depending on which depending on what you consider yourself, and I'm not talking about gender, I'm talking about energy, whether you consider yourself a masculine energy or a feminine energy, that'll let you know where you fit in here. Okay, so I feel like the feminine energy is both in a practical and mentally clear state. The Seven of Pentacles is, this is an interesting interpretation of Seven of Pentacles, actually, because it feels like somebody is asking for forgiveness of her. You know how, I don't know if you guys can see that. She looks like she's kind of pouting, and he is, I mean, he's down on a knee, which I feels a bit much. But, and I'm a Leo dominant, okay, but even I'm like, that's a bit much. But he might have wronged her. And so with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe she got to that place where she wasn't sure this was worth her investment. She wasn't sure if this was worth her time. She had to step into a very practical, a very sharp energy. Now, the Queen of Swords is sharp when she feels like she has to protect herself. So she might have backed off and started questioning whether this was a good investment, right? And we do have the Seven of Pentacles with the Queen is the 8. So she might have started working on herself, on her own things. But we do have this offer coming in, and altogether 7, 8, 9, and 10. This masculine may be offering that 10 of Pentacles. And we see her kind of, I mean, it shows up twice, and this is a feminine too. Where this is a masculine though. So I feel like they've both had their moments of, I don't know if I should continue. I don't know if I should continue investing into this for different reasons, right? With the masculine, it might be that he's like, do I really have to come in and apologize? Or do I really have to come in and invest? Seven of Pentacles is having to invest heavily, right? And I think he made his decision. He shows up as King of Wands, very assertive, very much in control, very in a powerful energy, right? He is matching the Queen. In fact, yeah, Five of Wands, he may have had a personal battle himself about whether he had to come in or not, or whether he was going to come in or not. So with this Two of Pentacles, now it's her turn to be like, oh, wow, okay. So if he did come in with a commitment, because we did get the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, I don't think she was expecting that. Let's clarify. Clarify the Two of Pentacles for Cancer. Clarify Two of Pentacles for Cancer. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay. With the Hangman. Wow. Well, now we know why the hesitation. So, why is she hesitating? She's hesitating because she's heartbroken. With the Knight of Pentacles here, this is like she had kind of already gotten to the mode where she was seeing herself long-term being single because of whatever this was, whatever this third party could be, whatever the the heart with the three swords represents a lot of different things, but ultimately heartbreak, grief, sorrow. So she was kind of in this energy of like, I just have to balance myself and my healing. And she could have a business of her own. Twice she's shown up as a earth energy. Or this could be the masculine. It could be this specific masculine that had broken her heart. So she is in the energy of, I feel like she's needing to process this a little bit. This feels like a shock. The tower did come out already. So this feels like a shock to her where she's just like, oh, what? Yeah, there's the, see, I'm telling you, Five of Cups, sorrow, grief, disappointment. Aw. Oh, shit. But ultimately, a lot of love. And there's the offer coming in. So let's clarify that Nine of Wands. Let's clarify Nine of Wands. There we go. Two of Cups. Clarify Nine of Wands. Strength card. Six of Swords. With the Justice card. So we've got, I forgot to mention the signs that have been coming out. So we've got Sagittarius, Scorpio. Well, this is Mars energy, so it could be Aries as well. Scorpio because it's Pluto, Gemini or Virgo because it's Mercurial. And then, of course, we've got the Earth energies, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we've got Leo and Libra again, for those of you who resonate with those. So the Justice card is about balance. Oh, look at that. Clarity. Clarity, balance, and setting things right. Could also be a contract. For those of you where this still resonates as a business reading, this could be an actual formal contract, signature, and all that. I feel like some Cancerians are just going to get married in the next 30 days. So, wow, congratulations. For others, it's going to be a business contract. And for others, it's just going to be commitment. It doesn't have to be like, this could just be a karmic contract. It doesn't have to be a physical one. So, Nine of Wands. In this energy, I feel like both people really don't want to give up. The Nine of Wands is yeah, it's difficult, but not giving up type of energy, right? It represents a mom. A mom deals with a lot, right? But she can't just give up. She's gonna have to be like, okay, it's a pain in the ass, but I gotta do it. So maybe that's how these people, both of them, although they see each other as their perfect match, they are showing up in counterpart energy. And although there's been heartbreak, they are showing up in equal emotion. Both people in this connection have the same amount of emotion. In fact, the Strength card is there. It's just the Strength card tells me two different things here, though. On one hand, if this is romantic, right, and this is a contract that you really had to, it really took a lot out of you, but you're like, I finally got it. It taught you your inner strength. It taught you just how far you're going to go for the things, you know, the amount of determination you're willing to put into the things that are important to you. And with the Six of Swords, now it's a lot smooth sailing, right? For the love connections, like I mentioned, I feel like both people have the same amount of emotion here. And it's a very equal, justice is about give and take. It's like a balance, right? That's the whole point of the balance. So I feel like both people are on the same page when it comes to that. They're both givers. They're both equally willing to receive. And not only is the emotion that they have for each other really strong, the lion is there in both parts, right? Really passionate. It might have been that both of them had not been expressing what they felt for the other person. And now that the channel of communication was open, now that there's clarity, now there's a lot more smooth sailing, right? So, persistence, not giving up leads to good things. Let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles, because Eight of Pentacles to me is just about being willing to put in the time, the energy, and the effort. So if this is a business connection, I feel like you have really been learning a good craft. Whatever it is that you're hired for, I feel like you're just brushing up on it, making yourself even more of a skilled worker, or whatever position you have now. If this is a romantic connection, I feel like both of you are willing to give quality time, like all the love languages. To me, this is like being very aware of what your partner's love language is and being very communicative in that aspect so that your partner feels loved. So let's clarify Eight of Pentacles for Cancer. Queen of Wands, okay. The Hanged Man. And the Moon. With the Knight, with the Knight of Swords. So there's the King of Cups. So, this is the work that needs to be done. I see the masculine coming in with a very determined attitude, with a very much, I feel like there had been some ending though, because we did get the Ten of Swords here, right? That's the whole point. It started off that way with an ending, and here we have it again. So it could have been either the look at this. It could have been that either the masculine is the one that ended the connection, or the masculine is coming in to talk about the ending and express their emotions about it, express how defeated they felt. Whatever it is, this is important. This is the work, right? It's talking about the work required to make this proceed smoothly. So we have here the feminine showing up now as Queen of Wands. So let me start interpreting this the two different ways. So if this is a business connection, I feel as if there is a part of having to move. Like it's about, I have to take this opportunity because if I don't, it's going to be gone. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's a limited amount of time to accept this contract. Whatever it is, you might have to rush a little bit because maybe one of the interviews didn't go well, or maybe they had already told you you're not accepted, and then there's an opening, and it's like you better rush in before it's gone. And so you are rushing in. If this is about business, you are rushing in with a lot of confidence, and I think that you're making them see things from a different perspective. Maybe things that they didn't understand before, because the moon is things you can't see, which is putting in the work. It might make you be in a vulnerable position a little bit. You might have to explain things that are a little embarrassing or whatever it is, but I think that you're going to go through with it. If this is romantic, then it's very similar explanation. It's just a little different. The masculine is coming in with an expression of feelings, with an expression of how, the Five of Swords is about defeated mentality or feeling hurt, feeling a lot of mental anguish, right? And the feminine is in a very confident place, but I think that whatever the masculine says makes her see things from a different perspective. Whatever it is she didn't understand before, whatever it was that made her be in this Queen of Swords mode, she goes into Queen of Wands mode, which is passionate. It's Leo energy, right? So it's bright, cheerful, funny, charismatic. So it like, I want to say it melts because it's heat. It's connected to heat. It melts whatever ice there might have been in the past. And it puts them both in the place of willing to put in the work, right? And remember the hangman had come out for her. So I think that this also helps her get out of that stuck energy of like, oh, okay. So let's clarify this last one, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Talk about Leo energy, the Sun. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. One more. Wheel of Fortune. And the Three of Cups. Okay. So Three of Cups tells me that whatever this is, whether this is a business connection, it's going to bring a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. The sun, the sun is vitality. It's a sense of pride. It's a sense of accomplishment. It's a sense of creativity and playfulness and joy. And the Three of Cups is kind of like a lower representation of that. So having them together is just enhanced. And then we've got the Knight of Cups here, which is feeling so on top of the world right now, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. feeling like, you know what, I was made for this. I was made for this business connection or for this job. I was made for this company. Like just feeling like fate just led you right to where you belong. If this is a romantic connection, oh, and also the Knight of Pentacles itself indicates long term, right? It's very earthy. It's very much about 5-10 years, actually forever. Knight of Pentacles doesn't do short term anything. So if this is a romantic connection, it's the same thing. Realizing that you and your partner both want long term, both want forever, or at least whatever feels healthy for you. But there is a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. There might have been some having to step out of a comfort zone, but it pays off. It's about stepping into power, stepping into your own power. So with the Sun card, again, just a beautiful energy of joy, happiness, creativity, playfulness, connection to your inner child. And with the Knight of Cups, this is also about feeling very much in dreamland. Like you just scored the most amazing thing ever. And again, even if it wasn't business, if it is romantic, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's about feeling like the winds of fate carried you to this person, which is why they're showing up with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Hierophant twice, Four of Wands. I mean, this is amazing, Cancer. So, wow. For those of you who are here for the romantic reading, I'm also going to pull some of the Hidden Oracle. So let's see what. How should I phrase the question? Let's do whatever Cancer's partner wants to tell them, right? Because this is a reading for Cancer. So what does Cancer's partner want to tell them? What does Cancer's partner want to tell them? My life is not as together as it seems. Okay. I wish I could share my good news with you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go, which there clearly was an ending. We've got the Ten of Swords, right? Let's see. I lost myself for a little while. I wonder if you are happy without me. And I'm afraid to contact you. Overall energy, I hope that you can forgive me one day. Well, Cancer, there you have it. One last thing. I'm going to pull a last message for you from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. So what is the last message for Cancer? What's the closing message or advice for Cancer? Ooh, wow. A Grand Symphony. I actually haven't read this one often, so I'm going to have to read it from the book. Hold on. 27 says, inclusivity, being part of the whole, removing bias, seeing the interconnectedness of all, knowing that everything you do has a consequence, unity consciousness, the end of division. As human beings, we have a tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. This perception is the root of the cosmic joke played on us all. Although our five senses and intellect can help us manage our experience in the material world, and intuition helps us navigate the invisible, we still struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit into the whole. You're facing a paradox today. You need to focus on being your unique self, for only you can bring your own special harmony to the symphony of the world. But equally, you need to learn to be selfless and put we before me, seeing yourself as part of the consciousness that unifies us all. You're being invited to step back and see the bigger picture until your individual part on the world stage disappears and blends with the glory of all life. It's true that who you are and what you do counts in far-reaching ways. Consider this, though. When you listen to music, it's the whole, not any single note on its own, that makes the song come alive. So today, ask yourself, can you be a part of something bigger? Can you put the principles and needs of the group above your own wants? Can you fully embrace the concept of unity and diversity by celebrating all the notes in the symphony? If so, then you will indeed be wise, and whatever you are dreaming about will be fulfilled beyond your wildest hopes. It's time to do your part to sing in harmony with others. Stay in tune and learn the new harmonies and notes. Such sweetness will arise. Wow, Cancer. So basically, even if this is a business read, this is about learning to work with other people, right? And if this is a romantic reading or a love reading, then it's about, don't just focus on how you feel about things, focus on how your partner felt about things. Open up to their explanation, their understanding, and that'll lead to a lot of sweetness and harmony. Okay? So I hope that this gave you some clarity, Cancer, and I look forward to your feedback on what went down for you this month. Bye.